So y'all remember when I did a video about a couple of months ago, basically ranting on Nintendo and why I stopped doing the series on the no money spent account, and my problem was with Nintendo's stupid microtransaction in this game. Well, starting last tour, they changed their microtransaction, removing the loot box system that was the pipe system. Um, Now you're probably wondering, okay, they did what you wanted to do. They finally did what a lot of people wanted to do. They removed the loot box, and now you can buy your characters. So what's the problem? Why are you guys still bitching? There you guys go, being Nintendo people who always gotta hate on Nintendo. You can't be. This is exactly why people have a problem with Nintendo, and I have to talk about this because I think this transaction system now in Mario Kart Tour is profoundly worse than the loot box system. That says something because the loot box system was terrible, but holy shit, this just makes the loot box system even more worse. Because why? What? Why? I mean, I already know why, but it's like, why do you think this is even more better than Nintendo? So, like I said, they finally removed the loot box system. So, notice how, for example, if you want like Peach, if this was last year, Peach would have been in the on the pipe, where you would have to fire a pipe and try to get her. This time you could just buy her straight there. First of all, I like that. Okay, finally being able to get your character instead of having to open up a lot of fucking boxes. Awesome, great, love it. Okay, but here is where we get to the free to play shit. Okay, Nintendo, you must be out your goddamn mind if you think 150 rubies is even worth a character like this, okay? It's even worth anything at this point, okay? Now, you're probably wondering, why am I saying this? Okay, guys, because I know people who own literally everything like me. This is not my no money spent account. This is actually my main account where I have a lot of high end characters, most of which were earned in pipes. Okay, there was only a few characters. I think actually no, there was only one character I bought in the pipe system. So for or in the new system actually, where it wasn't in a pipe, and that was if I can find her. Let me keep looking. I think she's up here. Oh my god. Okay, I bought fucking Halloween Peach. Okay, so yes, I bought. So this is like that was the only character I ever bought in this new transaction system. Now, the reason why I say this is a horrible deal is because it's too expensive, okay? And I know there's people who know it's not its average price. People can make rubies now. It's quick. They can do it. Okay, easily. But when you're looking at it as a noob standpoint, this is terrible in so many ways possible, okay? 150 rubies for a spotlight character. Why? And why? Just why? When the carts, which honestly gives you more benefits than the character, cost only 100, and on top of that, the me suits, which also has the same abilities as some of the characters, are 100 rubies. If you're lucky, 70 rubies because they'll be on sale. This is terrible in so many ways. And what makes this worse is, like I said, when people are going to look at this, okay, think about this. Let me ask you something. Why do you want these characters? Is it A, the abilities that you'll get with these characters, like how White Tanuki Mario has the giant banana? So you would think, okay, cool, giant banana, I want that. Or again, or this could go with B, you could get them for the characters that they or the slots that they're favorite in. If you level them up, boom, you could have them and these characters, or you could have them in these courses, right? That's what you want to do them, right? Or C, because of the cosmetics and the looks. Nothing about the skill, nothing about the courses that it's favored in, just the looks. I'm sorry, but every time I watch pipe openings and people who want stuff, it has nothing to do with the skill and whatever it is. It's because of the cosmetics, and Nintendo knows that. That's why even what they did it the first time, they put it behind a loot box system so people can spend a shit ton of money trying to get the loot box. And which leads to my next point. Nintendo. 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 These prices are almost worse than your loot box prices because I hated the loot box system, but don't get me wrong, 45 for a chance of getting for 10 pulls for a chance on getting your character. If you're lucky, it's almost better than this shit, okay? Okay. Starting off with number one, the point number one, okay? All of these prices are terrible that you want for these rubies, okay? If again, you people don't give a fuck about hold on a second. People don't give a fuck about the characters, or they don't give not that they give a fuck about the characters. They don't give a fuck about the carts. They don't give a fuck about the gliders. They want the characters. Nintendo. Why is it $70 for 170 rubies? Why is that? And before you ask what's so wrong about that, 100 you're spending a full price money game for one character. One you are on Overwatch 2 level of scummy if you think that is not that's a fair deal. These characters are not even worth $20. These are duplicated characters wearing costumes. If you're looking at it on the cosmetic side, and it's even more funny because if you are looking at it at the skill side, first of all, there's no chance that you can even get the fucking you can even get these characters, these tier characters. There's no way you can get these characters now because there's no pipe system for it, where you're most likely going to be able to get them probably. There's no pipe systems for that, so you can't buy these characters. They don't have a certain, you don't have a certain one. You strictly have these characters in the rubies section, okay? And it's worse because, again, you just have those fucking characters. You can't buy. There's no way you can get, if you were a new player, there's no way you can literally get these characters unless you get lucky and they start putting them in the daily shop. Which I will say this, they did finally put Toll Pit Crew, but Toll Pit Crew is a character that they always love to put in this goddamn in this goddamn slot. No, they're going to do it again soon, but they don't do it all the time. Why don't you have a section for them? Why don't you have that? Especially if it's a tour where you're dedicating them. And okay, so here's another thing I also have a problem with. Like I said, and the pricing, like I said, 170 rubies. Why? That's enough for one character. And if you're looking at it for the skill side, again, most of these characters, she has the heart. Is there a high-end character that has a heart? Actually, I don't think so. So they're kind of unique in a way, some way. Look, she's using a fire flower. You want to know who else uses a fire flower that isn't a spotlight character? Mario and Luigi. She has the Lucky 7. Is there a character with the Lucky 7? Oh, wow, there is. King Boo, another easy character you can get. Or at least used to be able to be an easy character. What else do we have? Oh, the Lucky Coin? Actually, the Lucky Coin, I think, is the only spotlight. I don't think any character has with a spotlight. What else do we have? What else do we have? Oh, well, Penguin Luigi, if you get him, he has the Ice Flower. Who else has the Ice Flower? Ah, yes. Ice Bro, which also has the same, if you level him up to level 5, which also has the same shit. So it's you can't even make a fucking argument with that one because it still makes no sense on why you're making this expensive. And it's clear you just want people to get money. And it's why? Why do we need to have 61 of these? Nintendo, if you're going to price these out like this, here's what I think you need to do, okay? Eliminate everything on this thing, okay? First off, 50. So if you want to do make 20, okay? Make that $20. Well, not even 20. Make that $5, $10, okay? For this one right here, $26.99 for only 61 rubies. Oops, my bad. For only 61 rubies, that's terrible in so many ways. You're not getting shit with that. You're not even opening pipes no more. So why are these set to like opening prices and stuff like that? And then this one right here, this one's laughable. 152 or 122 rubies for $50. 122 rubies for $50. That's half $100, and you're still not being able to get your character that you want. And then this one right here is just the laughing stock of the bunch. 170 for $69.99. That is so bad. So bad. This right here, this should be 500 rubies that you'll get. Because at least you'll be able to, for the money you're spending for these characters, at least you'll be able to get like 5 characters out of it. Which is the price that they want for this. And then 122, that should be 250. For $50, that should be 250 rubies. This right here, that should be, we'll put 100, maybe even 150, so you have enough for one character. Because, again, it's one character. These can be fuck off prices, but Nintendo, you knew what you were doing, and you're not slick, bro. This is worse than the loot box system. And it's even funny because what they did with the loot box system is still in the game, by the way. It's still in the game. Except now you have a chance on getting them in your rewards with the tour. Okay, so now you have to, like, say if you want, if you level up, you can fire these pipes. It's even more bogus because the gold pipes, which gives you high-end characters, you have to throw $5 in their face for the gold tour, so you can't even get a high-end character unless you grind your ass off and basically save your rubies for, again, one character. So, like, really, like I said, because if you're a collector and you're just collecting characters, by all means. But if you're a person that's just buying, it's like you almost have to be smart in a way now, because it's like, oh, look it, I want to buy Sinestro Donkey Kong Jr., okay? But what if that one character that you want, it's all about wants and not needs, okay? You don't need none of these characters unless you're dead ass just trying to fill up your roster, or if you dead ass need them. Like, most of these characters are all from pipes. So, none of these characters I bought. I only bought one of these characters. Like I said, I don't know what my advice would be for you if you want to buy these, because, again, they're all wants. And Nintendo knows that. They know that their audience, especially since it's little kids, they know that their audience is going to want to get these characters because they look cool. Like, don't get me wrong, if I'm 5 years old and I see Mario Sunshine, him in a fucking nice-ass shades and a nice Star Sprite jacket or Shine Sprite jacket, that I would be a kid and I would love to buy it. I'm not gonna pay attention that he has giant bananas and none of that shit, and this is this course that he's favored with. I like Mario Sunshine, bitch. That's it. Listen, man, like I said, it's just Nintendo pisses me off with this, or companies now pisses me off with these microtransactions, because it's the same situation we're having with Overwatch 2, where they're releasing old skins and stuff like that, and they're $20, and people are like, oh, it's not that bad, it's a free-to-play game, how else they're going to make money? They make money almost every single day, dude. This game will not be the end of the month. They're not making money with it. It's like, and I understand that. I know your game needs to be microtransaction. I understand that. But if you're going to, and like I said, this one right here, 70 rubies in a ticket pack. You get 5 drivers tickets, which will be able to upgrade the point cap of your characters. You get 5 star tickets and 70 rubies. That is the most rip-off bullshit that you can buy in this shop. You're getting 70 rubies for not one of the high spot characters, 5 tickets, and a driver point tickets. It's not even hard to get driver point tickets. Star tickets, you're gonna probably forget that you even owned them, because it's so easy to get stars if you have a good character and you have it leveled up all the way. And the rubies is, again, terrible. There's no reason for you to get it. This one right here. Now you get 10 of 10 and then 150. So yeah, now you have enough for your character. Now you have enough for your one character that you can get. But and you got your 10 points. You go, okay, that's a good deal. But again, that's $40. It's like, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. And it's funny because this one here is $3.99, but the other one is a part of the bundle. It's like, I don't know, man. It's just, it's stupid. It's just stupid on how this transaction system works. And it's, I don't know, man. It's just, it's almost, like I said, this is why I think this is worse than the fucking loot box system, because like I said, I hated the loot box system, and you guys know that in my videos. Okay, you guys knew in my video I made a couple months ago on my opinion about the loot box system. But this makes me want to wish the loot box system was still here, because again, 150 rubies for a character, and like I said, why just the characters? Like, you have these me suits that again no one uses, and you just make them 100 rubies because they're me suits, but they have the same abilities as the spotlight characters. It's like, what's the point on even doing that? I don't know, man. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. But I think it's just a scam.